Hey everyone, That Right Tom here, and can you believe it? The first proofread of my book is done. And that means that for the first time in nearly 2 years, I can actually take a break. Right now, the book is in the hands of 3 different people who I'm hoping are going to be able to offer unique feedback as to how I can, put this together so that it's actually somewhat readable. So that means that, yeah, I actually get to just sit back and wait for the feedback to roll in. But while they're proofreading the book and basking in my eternal gratitude, I thought this was a good chance to take a moment and expand upon something that I said in the last vlog. I said that I would offer up a detailed synopsis of my book, and on that front, I failed completely. I spoke briefly about what inspired the book and what my aim was, but I didn't actually detail any of the narrative points, which, yeah, my bad on that front. And it made me realize that maybe trying to condense a synopsis into just one video might be a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to try and do is expand upon it over a couple of weeks. And today I'm going to focus on one of the biggest topics within the book, which is video games. I am obsessed with video games. Ever since I got a Sega Mega Drive at the age of 3 and became addicted to playing Sonic the Hedgehog, I have just had a lifelong passion for video games. And most recently, whenever I've not been writing the book, I've been trying to sink in as many hours as I can into Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which, yeah, I just can't put down. I genuinely had to separate myself from my Switch to actually get this book done. Sunk nearly 60 hours into that game, and somehow I think I'm still in like the first stages of the story, so God knows how long it's going to take me to get to the actual end. But yeah, hey, I guess now I have more time to play it. But because of all this, I wanted to make video games a huge part of the book as a means of offering the main character a form of escapism to get away from the drudgery of everyday school life and just the experience of being a teenager. I wanted to capture that sense of escapism that video games can offer. So in order to do that, what I have tried to do with the book is that whenever the main character actually plays a video game, the story shifts perspective. And what happens is that whatever game he's playing suddenly becomes a little short story that you can kind of delve into and just get a break from the main school day narrative. Because the book is inspired by my own childhood and the last days I had in secondary school, I've set the book near the end of the 2010s, which should give some of the gamers out there a bit of an idea of the games I've decided to highlight here. But if you're not a gamer, then don't worry, I've made sure, or at least tried to make sure, that these little short stories aren't burdened with references that only hardcore fans would get. So they work on their own as, yeah, just experiences that give you an idea of what video games mean to the main character as a means of just trying to get out of his own head for a minute and not think about all of the things that are going wrong in his school life. These were easily some of my favorite parts of the book to write, and I'm really, really hoping, keeping every finger crossed here, that that resonates with the proofreaders. Of course, it could be that it takes too much away from the main narrative and I may have to change them completely, but I'm remaining optimistic that at the very least, of all the things that have gone into this book, those segments do work. And as far as I'm aware, there aren't that many books out there that really detail just how important a lifeline video games can be to teenagers of that age, when really, you don't have a lot of freedom. Everything that you do is more or less dictated by someone else. Whereas when you live within a video game, you just have this unbridled amount of freedom, and that's the sort of theme and topic that I wanted to capture here. But who knows, maybe it turns out to be complete shite, in which case I will let you know in the next vlog. So let's leave it there for now. I'm going to run off and probably sink in another 60 hours into Tears of the Kingdom while I've got the chance to do so before that feedback comes back. And yeah, if you want to see what else happens in this journey to getting this book hopefully published, then why not hit that like button or subscribe to my channel? Or why not throw caution to the wind and do both? Either way, thanks for watching, guys. I shall see you in the next video.